Bienvenida a Foreign Language 2. Hola, soy Rachel Ann Campos. Mucho gusto. Soy estudiante en la Universidad de Tento Escolar. Estudio Doctor en Filosofía en Matemática. Buenas tardes, señoritan y mi compañero de clase. Nuestro tema es sobre the future and the conditional. ¿Están listos? Empecemos. Nuestro tema, future tense. Our topic is future tense. In Spanish, el futuro. In English, we have the word will to make it in future tense. But it's hard to translate it in Spanish, so we have to manipulate verb to make it in future tense. We have to conjugate this to make it future simple tense. We have e with an accent for yo, as, a with an accent for tu, a with an accent for el and elia, hemos for nosotros, es, e with an accent for vosotros, an, a with an accent for ustedes, ellos, and elias. So these are the example. For the are verbs, use are, which means to use. Air verbs, correr or to run. Ear verbs, vivir or to live. So we have here the yo, usare, correre, vivire. For tu, usaras, correras, viviras. For el, elia, or usted, usara, correra, vivira. For nosotros, usaremos, correremos, viviremos. Ustedes, usaran, correran, viviran. Ellos or Elias, usaran, correran, viviran. So another example, viajar or means to travel. Viajare, viajaras, viajara, viajaremos, viajares, viajaran. Next, another example, arreglar or to fix. Arreglare, arreglaras, arreglara, arreglaremos, arreglares, arreglaran. For devolver or to return, devolvere, devolveras, devolvera, devolveremos, devolveres, devolveran. Pedir or to ask for, pedire, pederas, pedira, pediremos, pedires, pederan. Now we have here sentences. Compraremos el auto mañana. In English, we will buy the car tomorrow. Vamos a comprar el auto mañana. We are going to buy the car tomorrow. Again, we have for yo. We have as for tu. We have a for el, elia, and usted. We have hemos for nosotros. We have es for vosotros. And we have an for ustedes, ellos, and elias. Now we will have an activity. Let's try. Por favor, ayude, señor. Ayudam. Por favor, ayúdame, señor. Please help me, señor. We have yo. We have to change the word bahar into future simple tense. Sus padres. Viajar. Nosotros no cocinar. Tus amigos pedir. Nosotros leer. I'm really not sure with the answer, sir. Now, Yo bahari. In English, I will go down. Sus padres viajará. His parents will travel. Nosotros no cocinara. We will not cook. Tus amigos pedirá. Your friends will ask. Nosotros leeremos. We will read. Good. Next. For irregular verbs in the future tense, there are relatively few irregular verbs in the future tense. They follow one of three patterns: puner, or to put, puder, to be able, and desire, or to tell. Verbs like puner drop the e or I of the infinitive and add the consonant d. So this is the example. Pun, remove e and put d and re. Puner or to put will be pundre, pundras, pundra, pundremos, pundres, and pundran. So these are verbs like puner. Salir means to leave or go out. So we will change IR. We will have saldre, saldras, saldra, saldremos, saldris, and saldran. That's mean I will or shall go out. Tener or to have. So we have to change ER and that will be tendre. Tendras, tendra, tendremos, tendres, and tendran. I will or shall have. Valir or to be worth. That is valdre, valdras, vandra, valdremos, valdes, and valdran. Venir or to come. In future tense, vendre, vendras, vendremos, vendres, and vendran. Verbs like puder drop the vowel of the infinitive entirely. Example, pud, eliminate e and put re. So that will be pudre, pudras, pudra, pudremos, pudres, and pudran. So these are verbs like puder, cover, or to fit, and that will be cabre, cabras, cabra, cabremos, cabris, and cabran. We have haber or to have, habre, habras, habra, habremos, habris, and habran. We have querer or to want, quere, queras, quera, queremos, queres, and queran. We have saber or to know, sabre, sabras, sabra, sabremos, sabres, and sabran. So, the verb desire and hasur have irregular terms. We have dire and hare. Desire means to tell. So, we have in future tense dire, deras, dera, deremos, deris, and deran. And for hasir means to do, hare, haras, hara, haremos, haris, and haran. Cambia los verbos subrayados y escribe la forma apropiada del futuro. So we have to change the underlined verb and make it in future tense. So we have number 1, salimos de la ciudad para ir al campo. In English, we left the city to go to the country. So we have to change the word salimos. Second, en la ciudad hay mucho ruido. There is a lot of noise in the city. So we have to change the word hay. Third, en el campo encuentras tranquilidad y paz. In the field, you find tranquility and peace. Fourth, los chicos no vienen esta vez con nosotros. The boys don't come with us this time. You have time to answer this. Okay, let's check. We have saldremos de la ciudad para ir al campo. Second, en la ciudad habrá mucho ruido. Third, en el campo encontrarás tranquilidad y paz. Fourth, los chicos no vendrán esta vez con nosotros. The conditional mood. The future and the conditional are used to indicate different circumstances at a future time. The formation of the future and the conditional are similar, both used in infinitive, including the endings are, or ear as the base of each conjugation. In addition, the same verb have the same irregular stems in the future and the conditional. First, let us look at the form of the conditional called condition called the conditional or potential. In Spanish, the conditional is formed by attaching the following endings to the infinitive. So we have the example sacar or to take out. So we have Sakaria, Sakarias, Sakaria, Sakariamos, Sakariais, Sakarian. We have perdir or to lose, perdiria, perdirias, perdiria, perdiriamos, perdiriais, perdirian. Servir, serviria, servirias, serviria, serviriamos, serviriais, and servirian. Now let's study the endings and remember that all conditional form have an accent mark on the I. The conjugation are, ear and ear have the same ending, as we can see in the example. The conditional in Spanish is a single word construction. The word would is needed to conjugate the equivalent in English. So we have here the example. Yo no compraría Yo no compraría esta silla. I will not buy this chair. Tocan a la puerta. ¿Qué harías? They knock on the door. What will you do? Now, conjugación escribe el condicional de los verbos que aparecen entre paréntesis. Yo subir means I go up. Ustedes leer means you read. Vosotros comer, you eat. The answer will be yo subiría, ustedes leerían, vosotros comeríais. Reflexive verb and pronoun. Reflexive verbs are used in reflexive construction, which consists of a verb plus a reflexive pronoun. The subject of the verb, a person or thing, performs and receives the action expressed by the verb. A verb is reflexive if the action or the subject thus is directed back to the subject. Study the following example. Nos duchamos por la mañana. In English, we shower in the morning. Siempre te miras al espejo. You always look at yourself in the mirror. So these are the reflexive verb and pronoun. To conjugate a reflexive verb, use the corresponding reflexive pronoun. Use the following model to form reflexive verb in the present tense. Bañarse means to bath or to take a bath. So we have mi baño, te bañas, se baña, nos bañamos, os bañáis, se bañan. Let's study the pronoun and remember that the forms of the reflexive pronoun are as follows. Me means myself, te means yourself, se yourself, himself or herself, nos ourself, os yourself, se yourself or themselves. The person él, ella, ellos, ellas, ustedes, usted have the same reflexive pronoun se. Reflexive pronoun are placed immediately before the conjugated verb. Some commonly use regular reflexive verb appear in the list that follows. Apitarse means to shave. Cepillarse means to brush. Desayunarse means to have breakfast. Ducharse means to shower. Mirarse, to look at oneself. Ponerse, to put on. Quitarse, to take off. Secarse, to dry oneself or dry off. Mihotina, diarrhea. Choose one of the reflexive verbs from the previous list to complete the thought in each sentence. Use the yo form. Next. Generalmente, no blank hasta las 8. Second, voy al baño y blank en el espejo. Third, entonces, blank la barba con cuidado en la ducha. Fourth, el pijama y entro en la ducha. We have clue here. Example, the word baño. Of course, that's in the CR. We have the pajama. Now, this is the answer. Generalmente, no desayunarse hasta las 8. Generally, do not eat breakfast until 8. Voy al baño y mirarse en el espejo. So we have mirarse. I go to the bathroom and look in the mirror. Entonces, apitarse la barba con cuidado. So shave your beard carefully. Quitarse el pijama y entro en la ducha. So we have quitarse, take off my pajama and go into the shower. Progressive tenses. Empecemos. The progressive tenses are formed with the present participle, gerundio in Spanish. They express an action in progress in the present, the past, or the future. The English equivalent of this construction consists of a form, auxiliary verb to be followed by a present participle, the ing form of the verb. So these are the example. The detective is searching for the victim. She was singing when I came in. I will be waiting before you get to the station. The form of the present participle in the regular, irregular, and stem changing forms with their NDO ending. The Spanish gerundio forms are easy to spot. The regular verbs, you will drop r, or ir from the infinitive and add the corresponding ending andu for r and iendu for and ir verbs. So these are the example. Sacar, or in English, to take out. That will be sacando. Beber, in English, to drink. That will be bebiendo. Sofreír, to suffer. That will be sofriendo. Remember that and ir verbs have the same ending. These are the example in sentences. El autobus está llegando a la estación. The bus is arriving at the station. We have llegando. Estoy aprendiendo a cocinar con Hernan. I am learning to cook with Hernan. Ahora, ellos están escribiendo el contrato. Now, they are writing the contract. Actividades en invierno. Escribe la forma apropiada del presente del verbo estar y el gerundio de los verbos entre paréntesis. First, una chica patinar en la pista de hielo. We have to change the word patinar. Second, mis padres beber una taza de chocolate caliente. We have to change the word beber and make it progressive tense. Gisela y yo esquiar en la montana. Fourth, Marta aplaudir a los patinadores. And the answer is una chica patinando en la pista the yellow. A girl skating on the ice rink. Second, mis padres bebiendo una taza de chocolate caliente. My parents drinking a cup of chocolate. Gisela y yo escuando en la montana. Gisela and I skiing in the mountain. Marta aplaudiendo a los patinadores. Marta applauding the skaters. Muchas gracias, Sir Ditan, y mi compañero de clase. For Rachel and Tita.